Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Yuda Maulidin, and in this video, I'm going to explain and read the poem How Do I Love Thee by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. And yeah, maybe that's all, and enjoy. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach when feeling out of sight. For the ends of being an ideal grace. I love thee to the level of everydays, most quite neat by sun and candlelight. I love thee freely as men strive for right. I love thee purely as they turn from price. I love thee with the passion put to use in my old griefs and with my childhood's faith. I love thee with a love I seem to lose. With my lost saints, I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life. And if God choose, I shall but love thee better after that. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So this is the explanation part about the poem How Do I Love Thee by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. So this is the entire poem. If you want to see it, just pause it. And then this is the meaning. How Do I Love Thee by Elizabeth Barrett Browning is a love poem that expresses deep and unconditional affection. The speaker lists all the ways they love their partner, showing that their love is endless, strong, and also spiritual. The poem highlights how love can grow stronger over time and even continue after that. So, in my opinion, the meaning of this poem is quite obvious because it is clearly written in the title of the poem, which is How Do I Love Thee? So, it is quite obvious that uh, the whole part is the poem is going to talk about uh, the way the speaker love their partner. And then the structure and sound. So the first one is stanza. What is stanza? Stanza is like a paragraph in a story. So this poem only has one stanza and has 14 lines. And then the structure of this poem is using Italian style sonnet, which is octave, which has octave 8 lines and set 6 lines. So has two sections. Uh, it has two sections in the poem, and then this section is divided by the rhyme scheme, which is ABBA, ABBA, and CD, CD, and CD. So let's see. So the first one is A, the waist, A, and then B, hike, psych. So it is a line. So it's ABBA, waste and grace. Has the same sound, and then it's repeated until 8 lines, and then we are moving to the set, which is 6 lines. C, D, C, D, and C, D. Use, fate, lose, read, choose, and that. Use and lose has the same sound, and choose also has the same sound. Yeah, so it is quite easy to know the rhyme scheme of this poem. And then the rhythm. So uh, the first word the rhythm is using the iambic pentameter, which means that the first word is unstressed and the second is stressed. And then it has assonance, which is mean the repetition of the consonant, the repetition of vowel sound, depth, breadth, and height. So it has the repetition of E sound, depth, breadth, and height. And then we are moving to the elements of the poem. The first one is the metaphor. What is metaphor? Metaphor is the comparison of things without directly comparing them. Uh, all of thee to the depth and breadth and height. So uh, it comparing his or the speaker's love uh, by using the depth and breadth and height. So by using the word depth and breadth and height. Breadth means width in this poem. The speakers describe their love as limitless and boundless and reaching into every dimension. That is the meaning of the second line of the poem. And then we are moving to the simile. So simile is quite the same with the metaphor, which is sorry comparing comparing things without using with using the word like or as. So I love thee freely as men strive for right. So is using the word as this in here, uh, which means that it is directly comparing two things, which is her love, the speaker's love, and the way men strive for right. So it means that the speaker loves their partner willingly and without any pressure or obligation, just as people naturally strive to do what is morally right. So that is the meaning of this line. And then the second is I love thee purely as they turn from price. So the speaker's love does not speak validation or acknowledgments from others. For example, when someone is being praised, they will remain humble because they don't want to be seen as seeking validation. So it's pure that they want maybe to help someone, so they don't want to be complimented. So they remain humble. And then the next one is symbolism. So symbolism is a literary device where an object, person, word, or situation represents a deeper meaning beyond its literal definition. So in this poem, there are two symbolism in that poem. The first one is sun and candlelight. So the sun symbolizes daytime while candlelight symbolizes nighttime. And then the second one is lost saints. It refers to all of those people she once loved and adored in her life. So the love she once felt for them that she eventually lost has now been transferred into the love she feels for her husband. And then the theme. So the theme of the poem is eternal love. The speaker expresses deep feelings that are limitless and connect them to their beloved in a way that surpasses time and space. By mentioning God, the speaker implies that their love is not just for now, but will continue even after death, highlighting the idea that true love is eternal and everlasting. So this is the theme uh, of the poem based on my opinion. And yeah, that's all for my explanation. Uh, and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.